Today, we are diving deep into a tiny little seed that has a massive history, Nigella sativa. Maybe you know it as black seed. For centuries, it was this incredible symbol of health and longevity. And now science is finally starting to catch up and show us why. So let's get into it and see what the evidence says.
I want you to just picture it. Think about ancient Indian apothecaries or the crowded, bustling markets of Babylon. In both of those places, this tiny seed was a super prized ingredient. People believed it could grant you not just health, but also beauty and a really long life. Yet its roots go way, way back.
So with a history like that, you've got to ask the big question. What does modern science have to say about it all? Do these ancient beliefs actually hold up under a microscope? Well, that is exactly what we're here to find out.
Here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with its ancient legacy, and then we'll get into the crucial difference in its forms. After that, we're going to explore all its benefits for wellness, mind, and mood, before we get to a practical guide and wrap it all up with the main takeaways. First things first, let's really get a sense of just how deep the roots of this seed go. We're talking from ancient traditions right into our kitchens today.
The historical record here is really clear. In ancient India, it was a total staple of traditional medicine. Over in Babylon, they were mixing it into these powerful elixirs. And really, across different cultures, it was used in cosmetics, all with the goal of enhancing beauty and living a long, healthy life. So you see, this isn't some new health craze. It's more like we're rediscovering something ancient.
Okay, next up, we need to talk about what form you're getting, because not all black seed is created equal. Seriously, how it's processed makes a huge difference.
Now this is what I find so interesting. The color difference, black versus white, it's not about two different plants. It's just about processing. The unrefined black seed still has its nutrient-packed outer shell, which makes it way more potent in vitamins and microelements than the refined white version. So here's the bottom line. All the power is in the whole unrefined seed.
And just to give you a sense of its nutritional firepower, get this. Just 100 grams of black seed has about 1,000 milligrams of calcium. That's pretty much your entire daily requirement in just a small handful. It's a truly amazing food source.
So we know it's packed with nutrients, but what does all that actually do for our bodies? Let's explore how black seed contributes to our overall wellness.
Well, it helps out in a few crucial areas. Think of it as support for your body's framework and its engine. The zinc works right alongside all that incredible calcium to help strengthen your bones. And for your heart health, it's loaded with antioxidants that can help manage bad cholesterol. And its magnesium content is a player in helping to regulate blood pressure. And the good stuff doesn't stop there. It works system-wide. You've got vitamin E, which supports stronger, more elastic skin, while those beneficial fatty acids help out with digestion. And that fiber content? It also plays a role in protecting the liver and helping your body's natural detox process.
And of course, we cannot forget the immune system. Those same powerful antioxidants that help with cholesterol, they also play a vital role in strengthening our body's natural defenses.
All right, moving on from the body's foundations, the source material points to some really specific benefits for our mental state and our overall vitality. So let's take a closer look at that.
This part is just fascinating. The seed's combo of calcium and magnesium can actually help reduce stress and nervous tension. It also has tryptophan and thiamine. Now, these are basically the building blocks our bodies use to produce serotonin, which you've probably heard of as the happiness hormone.
The source also highlights some specific benefits for women. Its super dense nutrient profile makes it especially useful during key times like after childbirth and through menopause. It also contains something called phytoestrogens. These are cool, plant-based compounds that can kind of mimic estrogen in the body and might help support hormonal balance.
Now, let's shift gears for a second to a more traditional viewpoint. In Eastern herbal medicine, the uses for black seed are just incredibly broad. We're talking everything from things like hearing and vision to memory and even hair vitality.
And that last point about hair connects to a pretty specific anecdote from the source material. It talks about an observational study in Japan where men and women with gray hair took 2 spoonfuls of black seed every day. The report says that after 2 months, they noticed their hair gradually getting darker. It's a really interesting observation from the source.
And what about for men? Well, the source points to benefits there too. The mix of zinc and copper is highlighted as being especially important since these microelements are known to help improve blood circulation. And then you have vitamins A and E, which add to its contribution to overall vitality. Okay, we've covered the what and the why. So now let's get into the how.
This next part is all about a practical guide to using black seed safely and getting the most out of it.
When it comes to how much to take, the recommendation is pretty simple. About 2 to 3 teaspoons per day.
But, and this is a big but, it's not for absolutely everyone. It's really important to be aware of the contraindications. If you have any existing kidney or urinary bladder problems, you should be cautious. And for anyone who's watching their calorie intake, just know that it is very nutritionally dense. We're talking 560 calories per 100 grams.
And to make sure you're preserving all those beneficial properties, storage is key. For short-term use, say up to 3 months, just keep it in an airtight container somewhere dark and cool. If you want it to last longer, up to 6 months, the refrigerator is going to be your best friend.
All right, let's pull all of this together. It's time to summarize everything we've learned about this amazing seed, bridging that ancient wisdom with our modern understanding.
So what are the big things to remember here? First, black seed is not some new fad. It's a nutritionally packed food with a seriously rich history. Second, if you're going to use it, always go for the unrefined seed to get that full spectrum of benefits. Third, its nutrients offer this broad support for everything from our bones and heart to our immune system and even our mood. And finally, using it the right way means paying attention to dosage, any contraindications, and storing it properly.
And of course, we always have to include this important note. This content is for educational purposes only. It is not and should not be a substitute for professional medical advice. Please always talk to a healthcare professional before you make any changes to your diet or health routine.
So we'll leave you with this thought. Black seed is a perfect example of ancient wisdom being backed up by modern science. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other natural sources of wellness that have been used for thousands of years are just sitting there waiting for us to rediscover and understand them. Thanks for watching.